So I once heard this guy say, he said, man, when they started building those pyramids in in Egypt, he said the people over here in America was already sitting on mounds smoking a pipe. And I never understood what that meant. But now I do. Hey, yo, peace of shit, man. No judgment. Coming right back at you. Some of that real talk real fast, man. Hey, man, that statement, man, it always stuck to me, and I couldn't figure it out. But here, let's work on this together, man. And if you go to my doggone profile page, you'll see where I posted a doggone an article where it says that the oldest fossil of roots were found in Cairo, New York. And then also right next to it, I posted that the oldest water was found in Canada. Now, in order for there to be a oxygen-rich environment, you have to have water and you have to have trees. And you have to have life to breathe in oxygen and to breathe out carbon to feed back the trees. So what that is saying to you is that America is the first place where life sparked. They tell you that Africa is the motherland. No, that's the motherland for them, and let them have that story. Don't worry about them. But I just gave you science about what really went down. This is the place where life began. And see, now, when I was a kid, my mother, she was a school teacher, and during the summer months for extra change, she would sell World Book encyclopedias. So I grew up with World Book encyclopedias in the house. In the World Book Encyclopedia, way back then in the early 70s, I read an article where it said that people were carving out trees that could hold 100 people. And I think it said more. I'm just going to be humble about it because I can't really remember. I think it said more. I'm just going to say 100, but I know it was over 100. So I'm just going to say they used to carve out trees that could hold 100 people, and they would sell to different parts of the world. And as a child, I'm like, growing up in North America, I grew up in Toledo, Ohio. I'm like, man, how can you put 100 people inside of a doggone tree? How can you carve a boat out of a tree that could hold 100 people? And it never dawned on me until I got older that, man, you know what? Those damn redwood trees out there out west, those are some big ass trees. So I like, maybe those are the trees that they were talking about. They were hollowing out those doggone trees, cutting them down, hollowing them out, and doggone turning them into boats. And they start taking off, and they start bringing life to other parts of the world. That's why when you look on the walls in Egypt, what do you see? Corn. Where does corn come from? It comes from here. We took corn over there to feed them because corn grows like a weed. But also, let me tell you the other side of corn. Corn has a high sugar content. And that high sugar content, someone back in the days, they knew that sugar right there would it would slowly dehydrate the brain and would make you more controllable. Just like today, how they put high fructose corn syrup in food to dehydrate your child's brain so that the child's brain will not grow. Yeah, it makes you more controllable because it can keep you at the level of a child. Your consciousness won't rise. But I digress. Let's continue. So it's peep game though. So the people over here in America, this is the first place where life began. And as far as building pyramids, we was already on that. You know what I'm saying? As we evolved, we learned how to build pyramids. We learned how to work with sacred science. Now, some of the pyramids that we built in time, we have been over here so long that some of the pyramids that we built, they begin to decay, just like any kind of rock or block does. It began to decay. And when it decayed, it turned into rubble. And when it turned into rubble, the wind blew other branches and other pieces of grass and all kinds of stuff on top of it. So then it turned into a mound. Yes, right, y'all. A lot of these mounds that we have here in North America, those are doggone decayed pyramids. That's why when they dig through them, They found different layers of different types of stone, and also some of those doggone mounds, when they go, they have doggone caverns inside them because they used to be old pyramids. We call them, they tell you that they were doggone burial mounds, but no, they weren't burial mounds. They were just old doggone pyramids that just doggone, or buildings that were placed in sacred spots on the energy grid. They were placed in sacred spots, and they just doggone crumbled and turned into mounds. But the people were so smart, they knew that, this is a sacred spot, so I can go to this spot right here and heal. Not only can I go to this spot and heal, I can go to this spot and communicate with other people from far, far away, because those mounds were sitting on the grid system. Okay, that's a lot that I said right there. The reason why I'm saying that is because after we got more sophisticated and we got done building just pyramids and stuff like that, on those very same energy grids, we start to build these doggone things that we call cathedrals. So most big cathedrals that you see in your city or in your town, they're sitting on sacred ground. This is your man L. Judge, man. This is 6 minutes, man. Our attention span is now that of a goldfish. So it's no need of me going over this amount of time. Peace and blessings. I'm out.